you were not present in the last class, so I'll tell you in the last section, in the last class, we have solved some of the problems in the vector, and as well as we have taken some of the problems from your integral assignment. So in today's class, we are starting the concepts of second exercise of your 3D chapter, which is equation of line in a space. So like in 2D, we have to, if we want to calculate the equation of line in 3D, there are some conditions that we have to follow. Like in this case, the first condition says it passes. If we want to find, if you want to calculate the equation of a line, so a line is uniquely determined if it passes through a given point and has a given direction. That means if a line is passing through a point and it has a given direction, so we can calculate the equation of line. So there are only two conditions by which we can calculate the equation of line. One is this, which I have told you. If it should pass through a point and it should have a given direction, that means a parallel vector. And for the second, it should pass through two given points. So there are two conditions only. So I'm completing and taking this first condition and I'm trying to derive the equation of straight line in 3 dimensions. All right here. So what does this first condition says? It says that there is a line in which position vector of a fixed point is given to us, and we have taken a variable point on this line. We can take this variable point anywhere on this line, so there is no compulsion on that. So you can take any point. Yes. Yes, so this point is given to us, and let's say its position vector is A, and this point we have taken R, position vector we have taken R. So this R is a variable point that means a line is a combination, or you can say that the association of infinite points in 2D. If you want to define a line, that means the association of the combination of infinite point in a sequence. So this kind of geometry, this path or this locus, we call a line. So the same we are doing in 3D here. That means there are infinite points on a line. So from those infinite points, we can take a regular variable point. That means this point can move here, here, anywhere on this line. But this A point is given to us. That means it is a fixed point. This is given point, and this is variable point. Also, along with this, they have given us the direction to this line. So, direction means what? Direction means in the starting of the vector chapter, I have told you there are infinite support line. In vectors or 3D, there are infinite support line. That means support lines. If this line is a support line, I can take a vector from the support line. Also, the magnitude of this vector can be variable. That means if here it is the magnitude of this AB vector is, like we can say that this is a 2A vector. So if I want to take a vector whose magnitude is 4 times of this 2A vector, so I can take that vector on the same support line, and I can say that this vector CD is 4 times the given vector AB. That means we can say that the CD vector is 4 times the magnitude of AB vector, but in the same direction. So direction means support line in the vectors. So here they are saying that means all the support lines which are parallel to the given support line will define the same direction. That means in this case, if they are talking about the direction, they are talking about a vector which is in the same direction as our line is given. So we are having a given point whose position vector is given to us, a variable point on that line, also a parallel vector, a vector parallel to this line is given to us, which is defining its direction. So what can we do by all these parameters? I can say that here vector AB is parallel to the given vector. That means I can say that vector AB is lambda times of vector B. We have studied in vector, if there are two vectors which are parallel to each other, that means this is a vector, this is a next vector, and if I'm saying the above vector is vector C and the below vector is vector D, so I can say that C is equals to lambda times of D. That means this C or D vectors, they are either collinear vectors or they are parallel vectors. We have studied this section in our vectors, so there is no need to revise this section. So AB, we can say that this vector is also parallel to the given vector B vector, because this AB vector is on this line and all the vectors on this line are parallel to the vector B. So I can say that AB vector is equals to lambda times of vector B, and AB vector, I can if I want to write AB vector, there are position vector given for this A and for this B. So I can write position vector of B minus position vector of A. I can write lambda times of B. That means R is equals to A plus lambda times of B. This is the vector equation of a line. Vector equation of required line. Vector equation of required line, we can say that. So R is equals to A plus lambda B will represent the equation of this line, which is in blue. So where A is a given vector on the line and B is a vector parallel to this line. So this is a vector equation. So if you understood this, please let me know just by unmuting yourself, or you can write in the chat box as well. So if you have any problem, you can ask me. Aniket, Aniket, Sarthak, Prashil. If you guys have any problem in this concept, please let me know so that I can make it clear to you. Any doubts?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Aniket,
Neither with me, sir.
Sarthak?
No problem, sir.
All right. There is a question from my side. What does this lambda represent? That means this lambda, I can write here where lambda is a scalar quantity. So scalar means what? What does this lambda represent here? There are different, and lambda belongs to real numbers. So if I substitute any real quantity of lambda here, what will it represent? Anyone? Sarthak, Aniket, Prashil? What would this lambda represent? That means the different, if I substitute different values of lambda in this expression, what will be achieved? Try to answer this question, Aniket, Prashil. Please try to answer this question. Yes, Sarthak, Aniket, Prashil, any answers for this question? What what this lambda represent? Just give it a try.
So direction.
Not direction, Sarthak. I'm happy that at least you have tried. Aniket,
So I think वो unmute नहीं हुआ था, तो
क्या?
क्या आप फिर से बताएंगे?
नहीं
आपने
बोल
पूछा क्या था कि
क्या रिप्रेजेंट करेगा? वैल्यू ऑफ लैम्डा क्या रिप्रेजेंट करेगा यहाँ पे?
सर समझ नहीं आया, आप मतलब
मेरा कहने का मतलब है r is equals to a plus lambda b आपके पास एक इक्वेशन है. So if I substitute different values of lambda, so r will give us different values. That means if you substitute lambda is equals to 0, r will give us a. If you substitute lambda is equals to 1, r will give us a plus b. If you substitute lambda is equals to 2, r will give us a plus 2 times of b. If you substitute lambda is equals to minus 3, r will give us a minus 3 times of b. So
the
this,
only thing
yes,
I can understand it's a constant. उसके अलावा समझ नहीं आ रहा आप सर पूछ क्या रहे हैं.
मैं ये पूछना चाहता हूँ कि डिफरेंट वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट कर रहे हैं तो r हमें डिफरेंट डिफरेंट चीजें दे रहा है, तो ये r रिप्रेजेंट क्या करेगा? मतलब r कहां पे है और क्या रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है? कोई बात नहीं.
It's a direction because क्या था x that mx plus c वाला concept के हिसाब से अगर देखे तो mx plus c हो गया a, m हो गया lambda और x हो गया b. So does it mean it's direction? That means angle according to x-axis. शायद वो भी हो सकता है सर.
नहीं बेटा यार, this different values of lambda will give us different points on this line. Different value of lambda will give us different points on this line. As I say that line is a combination of infinite points associated in a row. So different values of lambda will give us different points from those those associated in a row. Like if you substitute lambda is equals to 0, you will be getting r is equals to a. That means this point. When you substitute lambda is equals to 1, that means r will. What does this r represent? R represent a variable point in this line. So all the values of r will represent different points. That means for lambda is equals to 0, we are having this a. Lambda is equals to 1, we are getting a plus b. Lambda is equals to 2, we are getting a plus 2 times of b. Lambda is equals to minus 3, we are getting a minus 2 times of b. These values are different points on this line. Understood? समझ में आया सार्थक, अनिकेत, प्रशल?
ओके, यस सर,
है ना?
Yes, sir.
बात समझने की कोशिश करो बच्चे. R is a position vector on this line. So R is a position vector. That means it represents a point in a space which is present on this line. A plus B, both are vectors. B, we know the components of B. We knew the component of A. When you add A and B, you will get a fixed components for this R. For the value of lambda would be 1. So for this part, when you substitute lambda is equals to 1, you are getting fixed components. And that fixed components will represent a different point on this line. So the different values of lambda will give you different values of r, which we can say that are different points on this line. All right, understood? अनिकेत समझे बच्चे?
सर आप समझ गए, आपने बताया तो.
प्रशल क्लियर है?
Yes, sir.
सार्थक
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is our vector equation. Now we want to write the Cartesian equation of the same line. For that matter, we are having A is equals to A1 I cap, A2 J cap, A3 K cap, and B is B1 I cap, B2 J cap, and B3 K cap. We are having these two vectors. A is again A is a fixed point on this line, and B is a vector parallel to this line. So what I'm doing is I'm substituting the value of R here. At the same time, if I'm substituting value of component of X from R, that means X I cap, Y J cap, Z K cap, these components for variable point R. For variable point, you will always have to take X, Y, and Z as a direction ratios. So if you are substituting X component of this R, that means X, then you have to substitute X component of A here, that means A1 plus lambda times of X component of this B, which is B1. That means if you rearrange this part, you will get again, if you are substituting Y component of this R, that means Y, then you have to substitute Y component of this A, which is A2, plus lambda times of Y component of this B, which is B2. So Y minus A2 upon B2 is also equal to lambda. And at the place of R, if you substitute the Z, at the place of A, you have to substitute the Z component, that means the I cap component, and this is B3, that means Z minus A3 upon B3 is equals to lambda. So by seeing this, we can say that here, as the lambda here is equals to this one, lambda here is equal to this one, lambda here is equal to this one. So we can rewrite this part as yes. This equation we will call as Cartesian form of equation of straight line passing through vector A and the vector B passing through the vector A and parallel to vector B. So here this A1, A2, A3 are component of this vector A from which this line is passing, and B1, B2, B3 are component of the vector whose you can say that ds we are using, that vector is parallel to the given straight line. So this is all about the straight line part. This is vector form, this is Cartesian form. If you have any doubt, you can ask me by unmuting yourself. Or if you are comfortable with this, we can move to next part. If you understood everything, please let me know. Aniket, Prashil, Sarthak. We are recording all these lectures, and now we will upload these lectures so that you can, if you miss something, you can watch it after our class.
That would be great, sir.
Aniket, Sarthak, Prashil, any doubts, beta? Is it clear?
No, it's clear, sir.
Yes, sir.
It's clear.
You want to take a screenshot? You can. Please go ahead. Take a screenshot of this. Yes. Done. All right, here. Let's take another. We can say that. Let's take some question. Then we will move to next part here. I'm taking these questions from your NCRT. You can refer your NCRT. This is example 6 from your NCRT. Find the vector and Cartesian equation of the line through the point. dRs of that point is given 5, 2 and minus 4, and which is parallel to the vector 3i cap plus 2j cap minus 8k cap. You have 2 minutes to solve this question. If you will be able to, that would be great. And if you don't, I'll solve it. Please try to solve this question as fast as you can. Done. Done, better. Aniket, Aryan, Priscilla, Sarthak.
Sir, could you solve this one?
All right, I'll solve this part. Find the vector and Cartesian equation of the line through the point. So this point is given. Let's say this is A, 5i cap by plus 2j cap minus 4k cap. I can write Again, the vector B they have given, this is 3i cap, 2j cap minus 8k cap. This is A, this is B. So vector equation is R is equals to, vector equation of line is R is equals to A plus lambda times of B. So R is equals to A is 5i cap plus 2j cap minus 4k cap plus lambda times of B is 3i cap plus 2j cap minus 8k cap. All right, this is vector equation. We have to leave this part here. There's no need to solve it further. All right. Again, they have asked us to calculate this Cartesian equation of the line. So Cartesian equation was x minus a1 upon b1, y minus a2 upon b2, z minus a3 upon b3, where a3 are component of the vector from which this line is passing, and b1, b2, b3 are dias of the vector which is parallel to the line. So the parallel vector is 3i cap plus 2j cap minus 8k cap, and the point is 5 to 4 minus 4. So I can write x minus 5 upon component of x is 3. So y minus 2 upon the component is 2, and z minus 4, that means z plus 4 divided by minus 8. This is our Cartesian equation. Equation of line, that's it. We just have to calculate till here. You got my point? Sarthak, is it clear now?
We got your point, sir.
Sarthak, Prashil, is it clear, beta Prashil?
Yes, sir, I understood it.
All right, moving to the next. If you want to take a screenshot, you can. Moving to the next part. Yes. This was the second form. That means the equation of line can be calculated by two forms. The first one we have studied a few minutes earlier, and the second form we are studying now. The equation of line passing through two given points. That means now they have given us two fixed points on the line. So yes, there is this line. The points are, one point is A here, and the next fixed point we can write B. Yes, and we can choose any variable point. Like I can say this R point, I have chosen a variable point on this line. So yes, all these are position vectors. All these are position vectors. Yes. Now, if I want to calculate the line in the vector form, so that is so easy, because we understood the concept of collinearity as well as the parallelism. That means collinearity says this vector AB, that means this vector AC is parallel to vector AB. That means we can write vector AC is equals to lambda times of vector AB. Vector AC means position vector of C minus position vector of A. Lambda times of AB means position vector of B minus position vector of A. That means R is equals to A plus lambda times of B minus A This is our R. So R is equals to A plus lambda times of B minus A. This is vector equation of required line. Again, I'm explaining it again. AC is parallel to AB. AC includes a variable point and a fixed point, and AB include both the fixed point. That is a compulsory condition. If you are calculating an equation of a line which is passing through two fixed points, then you have to apply this relation. So we can write that this AC is equals to, or you can say that parallel, that means, or you can say that they are collinear. This is a same kind of statement here in the vectors, because they all lie on the same support line or a parallel support line. That's why we can use it. All right, so AC is equals to lambda times of, I can write AB. AC is R minus A. Yes, position vector of C minus position vector of A is equals to lambda times of AB means position vector of B minus position vector of A. A we can shift here, that is R is equals to A plus lambda times of B minus A. So I can write vector equation of the required line is this part. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Otherwise, we can move to the Cartesian form. Aniket, Sarthak, Prashil, you have any doubts?
No, sir.
A, I'm writing components are here. B will have these components. And R, I can write again xi cap, yj cap, zk cap, because it is a variable point. So I can write R. At the place of R, I can write x. At the place of A, I can write A1 lambda times of B1 minus, at the place of A, I will write A1. So x minus A1 upon B1 minus A1 is equals to lambda. Similarly, if you are substituting the y component here, so y is equals to y component of A is A2 plus lambda times of B2 minus A2. That means y minus A2 upon B2 minus A2 is equals to lambda. Similarly, z minus A3 upon B3 minus A3 is equals to lambda. That means I can write x minus A1 upon B1 minus A1, y minus A2 upon B2 minus A2, and z minus A3 upon B3 minus A3 is equals to lambda. This is the Cartesian equation. Straight line passing through vector A and vector B. Passing through vector A and vector B. So this one is the vector equation of the required line, and this is the Cartesian equation where A1, A2, A3 are component of one of the fixed point, and B1, B2, B3 are component of the second point. DRs, direction ratios of the second point. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me by unmuting yourself, or you can drop me a message. Aniket, Prashil, Sarthak. If you understood this, you can let me know. Sarthak.
Sir, I think we understood, but we need remembering key.
Yes.
There's a little bit of a problem remembering it later on.
Solve some questions here though, so that will not be a problem anymore. Sarthak, you understood this for now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Prashil?
Yes, sir.
All right, yeah, just take a note of this, or if you want to take a screenshot, you can. Then we will take a problem. We'll not move forward. We will do some questions on this, one or two or three, whatever the time permits. Done. Taken the screenshot. Sarthak, Aniket, Prashil.
Yes.
Shall we move?
Yes.
All right, yeah. I'm taking a question based on the same concept. So that will help you to understand this concept in a better way. All right, try to solve this question. You have 3 minutes. Done, beta. It's about time. Done. Aniket, Prashil, Sarthak, is it done? Somebody given some answer. Sarthak says he's done. Aniket, Prashil,
So mera mine is done, but I don't know the. I have to verify.
check your answer with mine here. So we have these 2 points. I'm solving this question. A is minus 1i 0 times of j 2 times of k. This is minus I plus 2k. Yes. And B is 3i 4j 6k. So if you are writing vector form, because they have asked us to calculate the vector forms, which is a plus lambda times of b minus a. That's it here. So r is equals to a, which is minus I plus 2 times of k plus lambda times of b minus a. That means 3i 4j 6k minus a, minus of minus I plus 2 times of k. That means r is equals to minus I plus 2k plus lambda times of 3i minus minus plus, that means 4i, 4j minus j is not here, so plus 4j and 6k. This minus will make it a negative quantity, so 6k minus 2k is 4k. Yes, that is our final answer. That means r can be written as minus I 2k plus lambda times of 4i plus 4j plus 4k. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you want to ask anything, you can ask me. A, I have just derived it from, because the drs of this point is given, so minus I plus 2k. B, we have derived from here, and the simple form is given, because in this form, a plus lambda times of b minus a is equals to r is our vector equation, so r is equals to a plus lambda times of b minus a. I have just tried it and solved it. All right, shall we take another question? अनिकेत, सार्थक,
Yes, sir.
कृष्ण,
Same,
अनिकेत
sir.
समझ आया?
Yes, sir.
It's same exact.
बढ़िया, चलिए. Let's take another question. Let's take this question here. I will write, I'm writing, not solution, I'm writing this equation x plus 3 divided by 2 is equals to y minus 5 divided by 4 is equals to z plus 6 divided by 2. Yes, solve this part. You have 3 minutes. Done, beta. Done, beta. Sarthak says he's done. Aniket,
Done,
Not
sir.
yet.
nice here.
And सब मेरा भी हो गया.
चलिए, what we have to do is there is a we have this Cartesian form of this line. So we have to find the vector equation. So I'm writing this part as equals to lambda. So this x would be equal to 2 lambda minus 3. This you can say that this y would be equal to 4 lambda plus 5 and z would be equal to 2 lambda minus 6. So r we can write x I cap plus y j cap plus z k cap. So this is r is equals to x I cap y j cap z k cap. I can substitute the value of x here is, which is minus 3 plus 2 lambda times of I. Y is 5 plus 4 lambda times of j, and z is minus 6 plus 2 lambda times of k. So r I can write minus 3i plus 5j minus 6k plus lambda times of 2i plus 4j plus 2k. This is our answer. This is our A from which this line is passing, and this would be our final answer. Aniket RN Prashil, you got my point. Is it correct? Correct me if I'm wrong.
So my answer is different, but steps are same.
Process was different, Aniket.
No, sir, process is same. Answer, but yours is correct, sir. मेरा calculation mistake.
हाँ. चले आगे बढ़े. ऑल राइट यार. तो let's do in the next class, because there are some forms that we have to cover, but